Good morning, afternoon, or night. This will be a quick tutorial on how to use this GUID Reconnector tool that I've made for Unity. The purpose of this tool is essentially to help you move assets from one project that reference other assets into another project and then reconnect those references that might have been broken in the process. I originally made this tool to assist with lethal company modding, but I'm sure that there's other use cases for it. However, I will be demonstrating in the use case that the tool was created for. So with that sort of introduction out of the way, I will now demonstrate how you use this tool. Down in the description, I will provide a link to the GitHub page, which does have instructions for you to reference as well. But what you want to do is copy the Git URL, and that is what you will use to import it into your Unity projects. Okay, so here I have my old project where I have all of the mods that I have created, and my goal is to take them and copy them into a new fresh project. Here's that fresh project. As you can see, none of my mods are currently present, only the base game assets that have ripped. I will not be showing off how to rip the game assets in this video, but I will link some references to that down in the description. So here I've opened up the files of my old original project, and you can see everything is present, but over in the new project, it's not. So if I attempt to copy the mods folder over from the old project into the new project, once it moves everything over, I forgot to mention it in making this video, but make sure you bring over any dependencies that you use, such as lethal level loader. If I open up the new project, let Unity attempt to import everything, okay, so they've imported, but you'll notice a lot of stuff is broken. That is what this tool intends to assist with. So what we need to do is reconnect the references to the vanilla assets that our mods use. And that's exactly what I made this tool for. So we can import it in Windows, Package Manager, add package from Git URL, and paste the Git URL in here. Let it do its thing, and eventually it will import. It might take a couple of minutes. Eventually the import should finish, and it will be listed here, as well as under the tools bar you will see the GUID Reconnector tool. You want to import the tool into both of your projects, and within the original project, extract info. Once you open up the extracted GUI, you will have two folders to select. The folder to move would be the mods folder, since that's the one that you intend to copy into your other project. And the base folder would be the folder containing the vanilla game assets that you wish to reference. So I'm going to open this up and select the mods folder, and do this again, select the base game folder, and then click extract and save JSON. Now just pick anywhere on your computer that you wish to save this I'm going to just save it into this demo folder within my downloads folder, but it doesn't matter where you put it. Click save, let it do its thing. Might take a little while depending on the size of your project, but just be patient. Alright, once that's done doing its thing, there will be a JSON file as well as a log file saved wherever you specified. Now we can switch over to our new project. Now in the new project, we can reconnect the references using that JSON file. This time, under the GUID Reconnector tool, we want to do import info. It's basically the same thing as the extract option. You still select the mods folder, the thing that you imported, as well as the base game's assets folder, and then we'll just select that JSON file that you got previously. You don't necessarily need to make a backup if this is a fresh project, but if you are taking something and moving it into another project that you have done stuff with, you might want to, just to be safe. The extract process shouldn't change anything in your project, but the import process might, since it is attempting to reconnect asset references. Anyway, I'm going to select the mods folder again, since that's the folder that was moved, as well as the base game folder. Now I'm going to find that JSON file again. Here it is. And just click open and let the tool run its thing. It may take a little while, so again, just be patient. Alright, so it's just finished up reconnecting everything, and I've got this prompt to reload this scene since stuff has changed with it. So I can click that, and immediately this is much, much better. Now, not everything, unfortunately, works for reconnecting, but it's definitely better than nothing. Some of the things to check for are references to vanilla prefabs. So for example, in your level script, the planet prefab, that doesn't seem to get reconnected, as well as terrain stuff. So I use TerraMesh, which you don't have to necessarily for your moons, but I use TerraMesh for mine. I recommend, if you do, just deleting that data and then going into your actual terrain object, re-enabling it, and you'll see that textures are unfortunately one of the things that just doesn't get reassigned. So you just have to reconnect that up as well. You can edit the terrain layers, place the missing one with whichever terrain layer was supposed to be. For my case, it's this cement one. Go through your scenes, fix up the terrain stuff. If you TerraMesh your terrains, then just run TerraMesh again on your new terrains. Some of the meshes get a little messed up. There's, for whatever reason, names of certain things get shifted, so you will have to find whatever mesh it's actually supposed to be. This is one of the reasons I recommend making prefabs of a lot of your commonly used objects, because I can fix this within the prefab itself and it'll apply to every scene. Another example I can think of off the top of my head is within interiors. If you make interiors within your doorway scripts, if you reference any vanilla prefabs, sometimes they don't get reconnected either. But I think that is mostly everything. Just spend a little bit of time going through, making sure everything's good. Sometimes materials get changed as well, but I'm not aware of any that got changed this time around. If you imported other assets into your project before that aren't connected, like under the game folder, maybe you have them within the asset store folder or whatever, you can use the same tool to reconnect those up as well if they don't work automatically. You can do as many export and import pairings as you wish. So hopefully this tool can save you some of your time with patching new projects whenever the game updates. Or if you're using this tool for some other use case, then I hope you find it useful. And hopefully this tutorial helped clear up any confusion you may have had just from following the written instructions. Thank you and have a good day.